Hey y'all, I had to come in the house and cool off and get me a drink of water. It's too hot out there. It's no wonder the poor plants are suffering and they're just flopping over. But I wanted to tell you that the Jolly Green tree collards is not the only thing that you can plant right now. I mean, you could probably plant your garlic, you could plant onions, any of the brassicas that like the cold weather, like kale, regular collards, anything that's a cold weather crop you can plant right now, because it'll be cooling off pretty soon. It won't be too many more weeks before this extreme heat we've got here in Texas. The temperatures are going to drop and things will cool off quite a bit, so you'll be able to plant more things in your garden. But I tell you, it's a hot job out there. I mean, I love doing it. I always like to plant stuff and watch it grow, but I hate to watch it burn up in this heat and this dry. I mean, if we can at least water it when it needed it, that would be different. But right now, like I said, we're back in the drought, just like we were before we got that couple of days of rain. I mean, that was a false hope. It rained just enough to wet the ground down, get the plants started growing, and they were looking good, and then all of a sudden it gets dry and hot again. And it doesn't show that we're going to have any rain in the next couple of weeks or so, so it may be quite a while before we get any more rain out here to alleviate, you know, the problem we're having with our plants. Yeah, I love planting stuff, but I hate to see it suffer in the yard. I want to get out there and water it, and we're restricted to where we can't do that because I'm on city water. So I have to water with my garden hose, and it's pumping city water. And we're restricted to 1 day a week watering, and we can't even use a garden hose to water with. You've got to use a bucket. So, you know, that's what I water with my compost tea, is a bucket. But in between times, usually I'd water with the garden hose and keep things soaked down good. But now you can't even do that. So I don't know. I may lose more of my plants before the cold weather hits, because it's just too hot and dry, and the fact that I can't keep them watered. I mean, that's one reason that it's good to plant in totes, is because it's easier to keep your plants watered in a tote or a bucket or a great big pot rather than putting it in the ground, because it takes less water to keep it going. But when you can't even keep your plants watered in a tote or a bucket or a big pot, that's getting pretty bad. And like I said, this has been the worst summer we've ever had since I've lived here, and I've been here for 40 years, over 40 years. So hopefully next summer will be a lot better. My garden will be better, you know, and I'll have more things producing rather than just starting to grow, get pretty, and then die from the heat. So, but anyway, I'm just going to sit here and rest a while, cool down. I may get a bite to eat for supper, because it's like about almost 4 o'clock right now. A little bit early for supper, but I don't know what I want anyway, so never know what I want to eat. But I will let you go. Please share, like, and subscribe to my videos, because that's the only way I know that you like the content. And hopefully I'll be putting up some more videos. You know, I try to put up at least one a day. Sometimes I don't get one a day. It depends on what I've got to do, what I've got going on in the yard, you know, in the garden, and that type of thing. So, you know, it may get down to maybe 2 or 3 a week, maybe less through the winter months. I don't know, because I'll be doing a lot of prep work in the garden, a lot of cooking and that type of thing through the winter months, because there's not going to be a lot to do in the garden except getting it ready for the springtime. So, like I said, like, share, subscribe to my videos, and you have a blessed day.